miracle power and acts of the miraculous are God's connective tissue. Humanity is broken. Cultures are divided. People are conflicted. Common, ordinary people are really marginalized. Common, everyday people are completely pushed to the extremities. It is my belief that God is going to rise up the marginalized, rise up the exiled, rise up the jettisoned, rise up the people that are completely on the outskirts and outlier of life. I believe that. And I believe God's going to use common, ordinary people as the solution and the vehicle for change for what he wants to do in this universe. Because every single one of us that are alive, every single one of us that have any sense of what's going on in the world and have our spiritual eyes open, realize the enormity of the task of doing anything to save this culture. If you're marginalized, if you're forgotten, if you're pushed to the edges, if you're exiled, if you're ostracized, if you're completely, left out of any discussion of spiritual topics, God has not forgotten your name. God remembers you. And God is like the great librarian who can find any book in that cornucopia of books that are deposited in the library. And he has a purpose for your life. And I believe the purpose that God has is he's going to send miracle power into your life for the purpose of you receiving that and then moving out into the culture and bringing redemption. I believe that every single acre of the globe now is corrupted. I believe every single acre has some oppressive spirit and power on it. And I believe God is going to seize those territories and take them back. And I believe the way he's going to do that is through ordinary, common people like me and like you, who the world has forgotten and the church has completely kicked out. And the church has said, we want nothing to do with you. We establish that this presence of miracle power is God's deep and non-severable connective tissue. And I believe that you will be the antidote and potentially the release mechanism for people that God is going to put into your life. And that a miracle is coming that has your name attached to it. And the purpose of that miracle is so that the people in your life that are the most broken, that God will connect you in a non-severable way to them so that you might be light and hope in those places of darkness in their life. You're in a church and your church is stale and stagnant and uncertain and facing some of the darkest days ever. Connect with us. Let us pray for you. Let us bring some semblance of new ideas and new wine into that setting. I'm Steve Bonenberger. This is Writers and Creatives. Travel far.